Okay, so I've been doing this research on how to give a great toast like off the cuff. Let's say it's a company thing or a wedding or somebody's birthday, and you want to give a quick, seemingly just natural, amazing toast. This is how you do it. I've been doing research, and this is the easy way. The gist is it's just three parts. There's an opener, you sort of memorize sort of generic openers. Then you do a little story sandwiched in between, and then you do a closer. And that closer is super simple. So it's three parts: an opener, short and simple, a little story, a little quip, and a little closer. They can all be short. Here's the gist. Okay, and the key points are keep it short, keep it appropriate for the setting. You already read this one. Speak to the room so people feel included. Like, I think we can all agree that. And then practice it a little bit. Practice in the shower a little bit. It'll be very easy to whip out after that. All right, here's some openers. So let's say, you're at a great party when, or I remember the first time I met so and so, or we're here to celebrate something that doesn't happen every day, like a birthday or a wedding or whatever the deal is, a retirement party. The idea is, you don't have to overthink it, but it could be just something quick. So pick one or two. I remember the first time I met so and so, and then you're going to add a little story after it. They were so impressed. I never thought that, we would end up being friends because they were just way too cool for me. Whatever. I just made that up off the cuff. So once you sort of memorize your favorite couple go-to openers, then you can start to think about how you would do a middle thing. So the mid moment is an anecdote, a story, right? What I admire most about so-and-so is how this could apply to your boss. It could apply to a wedding. It could apply to a birthday party. Someone's special when they can bring such a large group of people together like this. I mean, I could actually literally apply that to somebody I know who had a huge birthday party because everybody loved her. So things like that. I'm so proud of everything they've accomplished. They went from here to here, and they did this big scary thing. Whatever it is that's relevant to them and what they've done and what the event is, I bet you could whip something out pretty quickly. And it can be very short. If you can expand it into an interesting story, great, but you don't have to because it's just a quick toast. So you got your opener, you've got your little story, and now you do your short and sweet finish. So cheers to the adventures we've had together and to the adventures yet to come. Whatever feels comfortable. Some of this is like a little bit cheesy for me, but for some people, they would love to say it. And I mean, if you said it earnestly, it would come off kind of amazing. But so here's to the people who helped make this happen. That could be a work thing. That could be an accomplishment thing, a retirement thing. So here's to the magic that got us all in the same room tonight. Cheers. It's just like so here's to the lovely bride and groom who I'm so happy for and I'm so thrilled to be celebrating today. You know what I mean? Like, you could whip something out. So I'll be uploading these pages to my Substack and my Blue Sky. They're open. They're linked in the bio. But again, the gist is an opener, a little story about them or something that relates to them and that you're proud or you're impressed or how you met them or whatever, how you got there, why this thing was accomplished, and then a closer. Opener, little story, closer. You would look so impressive, and it could last 60 seconds. It does not have to be long. I hope that helps. I'm super stoked to make much more impressive toast than I've ever done in my life.